a great honor for me to join you today for the official launch of the UK Government Digital Access Program, which is Inclusive Digital Futures here in Busia County. This initiative marks an important milestone in our shared journey towards digital inclusion and socioeconomic transformation. Allow me at the outset to sincerely thank the UK government, the British High Commission, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora for this valuable partnership. I also appreciate the SCWICT and our local partners for working closely with the county government of Busia to advance digital access and inclusion within the communities. Nasema asanteni sana. In June 2024, as you have heard here, I personally approached the British Commissioner to seek support in addressing poverty among the people of Busia. In a record 3 months, that is by September 2024, the UK government had approved the Strengthening Digital Communities project, that is CDC project, targeting Busia and Mandera counties. Since then, we have not looked back. The program has progressed steadily, and I'm sincerely grateful for the support and partnership extended to us. As an example, I don't know if Sandys Wamalwa is among us here today. Sandys, are you here? Wamalwa, uko hapo, hongera sana. He is an example, and he hails from Busia today. Like so many young people faced with unemployment, despite impressive academic credentials. Amesoma vizuri. And among the many beneficiaries in this program, and so many youths across the county, he has overcome that barrier of limited access to practical digital skills, courtesy of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, digital skills are no longer luxury. They are necessary in today's world to access digital knowledge and tools that determines which jobs we get. If you are not aware what digitization can do, vijana, 2 weeks ago, something happened that changed the narrative of even how the global warfares are fought. The Americans were able to go into Venezuela and pick a president from his bedroom because of technology. Hata wakujua nini imefanyika, walishukia tu pangalia na mtu ameenda. Because as you heard, they were watching these people from the space. They were seeing everything. Because of digital technology, the radars could not work. Those people could not communicate. You remember the other day in the Middle East, the issue of those pages. They may not be the best example, but I'm telling you how the digital and AI technology has changed the way the world operates. So our vision is very clear. As Busia, we want to position Busia as a digital hub, and it can be done. Rwanda here had a lot of problems, our neighbors, na mnajua wako hapa. But today go to Rwanda. Rwanda now is the leading digital hub in Africa. Despite zile shida walikuwa nazo, sisi hatujawahi kuwa na hizo shida. So what stops us as Busia here being the digital hub of Kenya? When Uganda is here, Rwanda is here, Congo is just here, South Sudan is here. All those are business opportunities for us, and even globally, if we do the right things. Otherwise, tukiketi tu hapa tukiangaliana wenyewe, we may not go too far. Because kama ni kulima mohogo, jirani pia analima mohogo. So how will you trade mohogo na mohogo? Sijui kama mnanielewa? Kama jirani analima mahindi na wewe unalima mahindi, how are you going to trade? Na wewe unataka viatu, si lazima upate mtu anataka mahindi na yeye akupatie viatu. Hivyo ndio biashara ufanywa. You create something that has demand from the other person, and the other person demands something also from you. And the digital space gives us that opportunity in a very good way. So with those very many remarks, it's my pleasure to officially launch the UK Government Digital Access Program, Inclusive Digital Futures in Busia.
My name is Charles Wesonga Juma. I'm the country director of the UK's Digital Access Program, which is based in Nairobi at the British High Commission. I'll start off by conveying the apologies from His Excellency Dr. Ed Barnett, your friend, but he was already here in November with you, so he already gave the project blessings. He was not able to join, so I'll be here on his behalf and my own behalf as well. So I'll be very brief. And Your Excellency, as you've heard from Madam Constantine, the UK's Digital Access Program has been in implementation since 2019 in Kenya. I was hired in July 2019 to direct and lead this program. And I have actually been delivering this program at a national level because we are digital. When you're digital, you don't have to really be seen, driving on the ground. And that's the model we are testing, and we've been testing for the last 6 years. I have been delivering this project from 2019 nationally, and the problem with our people in Busia, among, I think, this region, when an opportunity is flagged at the national level, our people do not take those opportunities seriously. So while I was, Constantine has mentioned something in 2022, 2023, which of course we did, and Busia was part of it, but there was not really that, you could not see a lot of enthusiasm from our people in Busia among the region, this region. But there's a lot of interest from other parts of the country. So for me, who has to deliver results at the end of the year, I look for where the demand is. So while of course somebody would say, why didn't you come and do this at home? I told the governor, if you want me to come and do this in Busia with you, then you have to give me your commitment that you will actually rally your people, not your people, our people are included, to embrace this project. And Your Excellency, I want to confirm here that in the previous project, which we delivered with through Kictanet, with your leadership and support of your structure, of course, that project was anchored within the youth docket. And I must, in your presence, appreciate the CEC youth. I think Olunga should be around. I saw him, making some jigs. And the Chief of Sangira, Director Tumaini, they did a fantastic job, because we are able to reach over 4,000 young people with basic digital literacy skills. And the young people, because they are being given a facilitation, confirmed to us that they actually reached 400,000 citizens. It's not our story, it is a story that was entered into a quantifiable document, and there's evidence there.
So, Your Excellency, the Governor, Dr. Paul Otuoma, I just wanted to share a brief history of our engagement with Busia County with support from the UK Government Digital Access Program. And I'd like to say that this is not our first time here. In 2022-2023, we had an opportunity for an engagement here with the Department of Agriculture, and we were implementing a project called Digital Services in Agriculture. And for us on that project was how to work with farmers within the county to to ensure that they have the skills that they need to be able to access digital agricultural content that would enable them to improve their farm production at farm level, access to markets for the farm produce that they have, and by so doing increase their incomes. So in the previous program, Your Excellency, community digital champions were trained, and it has been mentioned here, statistics and our databases indicate that there were slightly more than 4,000 CDCs trained. And these CDCs that were trained were from all the 7 sub-counties in Busia. But having trained them, they did have some earning, like the gentleman from Dalangi shared, and those earnings from the impact assessments that were done resulted into a lot of growth and opportunity for them. Some of them built houses for their parents, others, like they said, paid school fees, and all sorts of things that they were able to do with the money. So for us as the IDF, we started the program with an end in mind, and we were looking at ways in which we can transform the rural communities in this county by equipping them with skills, digital skills that will enable digital employment and entrepreneurial growth. And we are targeting a total of 1,200 in Busia County, and with the training and beyond the training, we want to ensure that they are supported, they are mentored, they are handheld to be able to create at least 900 new businesses within the 4 training areas that were mentioned by our training coordinator, and support them beyond that to be able to generate some livelihood. So who does the project serve in this matter? For Busia, we are at 1,200, but we are going to be intentional in ensuring that at least 70% of those are women and persons with disabilities. The reason women for this particular initiative is because of the challenges, again, that we experienced last time in finding them. Some of them have been shared here: household commitments, other responsibility levels at household level that made it difficult for them to attend the training. And even just for them also lacking access to devices to be able to attend the skills. And so that is our target, and we also believe that empowering a woman is empowering a nation. So for persons with disability, we are looking at people with physical, hearing, visual, and we'll be working on providing different learning environments for them to ensure that they benefit for the program to the maximum. So the program, like we said, have integrated 5 integrated pillars. There will be access to, there will be basic digital literacy, and just to mention at this point, Your Excellency, that the program is in Busia. The Inclusive Digital Program, Futures Program, as funded by UK Digital Access Program, will be implemented in Busia. It's also in Elgeyo Marakwet County, and it will also be in Siaya County. And so these 3 counties are at different levels of entry into the program. There are those that will be still at the basic digital literacy level training, which will be delivered through the ICTA curriculum. And then there is Busia and Elgeyo Marakwet that have moved beyond the basic digital literacy. So for the Busia and Elgeyo Marakwet, and Busia specifically, we will be focusing on the first component, which is AI literacy for all, and then we'll move them to track-based specialization, which was mentioned here: digital entrepreneurship, creative economy, gig and online work, and IT devices repair and maintenance. That will be followed by close supervision, mentorship, incubation, and support for market access.
The young people of Busia, msangalire. Msangalire mno. Yes, that is not my mother tongue, but having been in Busia several times, I think there are a few things and the language that I am learning. So for those that do not know me, my name is Harriet Ratemo, and I was the training coordinator under the Strengthening Digital Communities program that ran last year. And currently, I'm also the training coordinator for the Inclusive Digital Futures. That brings us here today, meaning that a majority of the young people that are seated here today are basically community digital champions who are a product of the Strengthening Digital Communities program that ran last year. So last year, we came to your communities to train. We engaged, and most importantly, we were able to learn, meaning that we listened to you. You shared your real experiences, what works, what did not work, and the challenges you faced as you try to learn, to grow, and to build your digital future. We are excited today to introduce a new, smarter learning model that is powered by artificial intelligence, supported by the Ottoman Institute in the UK. These models, some of us have already enrolled into the model, yeah, and you've started your AI literacy. This basically is a birthing from the learnings that we had from your experiences, and listening to you, we went back to the drawing table and had to come with a model that would be able to meet your needs. The model basically allows you to learn flexibly at your own pace, anytime and anywhere from your home, on your phones, and in your local community spaces. So that means now we are no longer confining you into the learning environment virtually, but we are giving you the opportunity to be able to learn at your own pace.
Thank you.